All right. Great. This is one of my wonderful special days. Been having this more so of a started as of course, conference calls last year, and and of course, when COVID hit, it's like, okay, let me go ahead and just sort of, put a little bit more energy and get more, you know, visible, I guess, and started talking to either via my downline, my clients, hopefully my future clients, and people that maybe I can impress some of this information that's going on, that how I see it, and from my side, and and whoever can can take the information and use it, or want to get help, with their credit platform and leveraging their credit and their business, or both. Well, this is the place you can come get it done. Okay. Of course, my name is Marvin Wilson, aka Funding CEO. And I sort of put myself in an atmosphere that so I can start really relinquishing a lot of the secrets and information I feel that's inside of credit that people look over every day. And so, I wanted to specialize in definitely being able to critique people's mindset. And I've really been able to have the experience to even go in and sit down with some of my clients, and via banks and institutions, and sort of play that more of a power of attorney role. And just to make sure they're getting what they're supposed to be getting, being able to speak on their behalf, and just make sure they're getting taken care of, So now, with the relationships that I have with the banks and different institutions all over the country, it's more giving me the information, more so that I can impress it upon you guys. And, sometimes I can either make suggestions and things like that. And I've also, in the last month and a half with my real estate business, been able to actually be on a board of a private bank. And so there's a lot of decision making that I see that's going on out here, for the people, for clients, big clients, smaller clients. I just want to be able to come and give you guys that type of, feedback I feel that would be helpful with your future endeavors, rather personally or business. Okay. Funding Credit, of course, is a one-stop shop, is how I see it. We solve problems. Of course, it starts off with credit repair. Then we have enhancement programs, what we call being able to get your credit score to the max of what we can do, and our capabilities. And sometimes that could happen within 2 weeks. We've help people get credit scores go up 100 points within 7 to 10 business days. We know how to do that. But again, we'd also know how to, build it out for the future, that, when your credit score is ready, you'll be ready to go. And then, of course, at the end of the day, the last service that we render is funding. And so funding is people like, well, Marvin, well, no, I'm not the guy that's going to be loaning money. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that yet. But, no, that's not it. What it is what I have familiarization with is with underwriters and with content writers, and a lot of people that works with the banks very closely or work in the banks. We're part of certain organizations and things that you can get involved with, that, you're right there with them, and it's something, it's not free. And, but I've prided myself in the last couple of years to put a lot of money and a lot of investment monies into, getting that prime of the pump, getting that stuff when it's right off the press, being able to talk to the people that you never see, that work for banks and makes decisions based on loan approvals, credit cards. Of course, you want to say unsecured cards, lines of credit. And so with that information, I've been impacted with being able to really show people what their credit really supposed to look like. And so we can mirror, what they're asking for, put you in a situation that can be a lot more valuable for you and your business. And that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to make it sound like it's some, but I did, go out and really did a whole lot of hard work, a lot of integrity on my end, speaking for me, working for the people. They're crack jokes now and call me the people's underwriter and all that. Well, I can appreciate that, but, I just put myself in a familiarity. I always knew that helping, solving problems, and serving people. That's it. That's where you want to be. And it's something that you enjoy. Do it. Go for it, and be fearless about it. So that's where I'm at. So of course we do credit. We definitely do credit. We got some new additions coming to our credit restoration, credit repair department. It's about to blow people's minds. This automated service is, oh my God, like guys, you're gonna love it. So anybody out there that's having some credit problems, please knock on our door, hit us up, let us know. We're really, really in a lot of good positioning right now to really help people with this new level of credit of where it's about to go, and not waste your time. Okay. And give it to you really what it is. We'll come sit down. We're going to consult you and tell you exactly what's going on with your credit before we take any money from you. Because we want you to know what's going on and what our plan of attack is. Okay. And so with that being said, guys, I wanted to let you know that really the topic of today is really more so the leveraging of credit. But guys, we got to change our mindset when it comes to going out here and, doing our everyday shopping or errands and things like that. And a lot of people are already doing it. So I don't want to but there's a lot of people that, that has to be cognitive of how they doing things right now. And this is for them. Well, I tell you this, the weakest tool that's coming out of a bank that probably 95% of all Americans have is a debit card, right? And when you're like, okay, well, what do you mean by that? Well, the debit card to me, guys, is you can call it the wackest, the weakest tool that you could have right now. It's basically like cash on a card. We already saying, cash is almost about to be irrelevant. Well, debit cards is great. It's your money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they're doing you a favor. Let me get that out for one. Debit card is nothing to be like proud of. You know what I'm saying? You give me money, I'll give you a card to use your own money. You know what I'm saying? So think about that. People are like, oh, I got a debit card. Yeah, debit cards are taken all over the place, but it's your money. You ain't did nothing. You can have a 300 credit score and get a debit card. But what I'm saying, guys, is that what's going on out here in the community, what's going on in the economy, the way you're rated and the way you're projected out here. And I've heard it, certain zip codes, you get railroaded. And a lot of those things are true when it comes to some of this data, information that's sort of calibrated and brought about us as consumers. And that sometimes that has played, a certain way with some decision making in the past. I've seen it. So that stuff is true. But at the end of the day, guys, so set yourself up no matter what zip code, whatever you're on. One, of course, okay, let's look at it. You definitely have to have your credit up to par. And what I like to say up to par, at least 700 plus, okay? Now, 700 plus puts you in more of a level. Okay, now you got the score. But leveraging that, guys, you got to have certain criteria on your credit that's going to play, I could say it as an asset for you, right? So when you're looking at, when we're talking about banks, you're talking about, going online, getting a credit card. There's the three things that they're always going to look at. They want to look at proof of income, whether yourself, if you're in business for yourself, then of course they probably want, if you pay yourself, that's fine. You can show checks, but most of the time they're going to look at they want to look at your taxes, right? So if you got, if you work for a job, you're a W-2, they're going to want to see proof of income. Can you pay us? Can you pay for this card or whatever, right? Common sense. But other than that, guys, they really want to look at things like your credit debt ratio. Credit debt ratio, guys, if you got your credit monitoring site, I definitely go in, guys. You want to give us a call, we can look at it for you and things like that to help you. But, a Vantage score model is what we use over on our CRM system, and it's called Identity IQ. Identity IQ is really helpful. It's very detailed, and it really gets into a lot of the gray areas that people are not mindful of when it comes to their credit profile and their credit criteria. But in order to look at that, guys, they want to look at your credit debt ratio. It should be under 30. That's what they like. Even lower, it's better, right? So credit to debt This means that you're only 30% in. That means you have up to 70% that they can be able to look at that's favorable that you could borrow against, and not be maxed out, right? But, you start getting like 70, 80, 90%, actually really even 50%. They're sort of tend to, even if they're going to give you some money, they're not going to give you the maximum amount, right? Say if you were under 30, you probably could have got 15 grand, 20 grand, but you come in there with 60, 70% of credit debt ratio, you might get 5, you might get 7, right? They see you're doing okay. This guy, we can't give him what we would like to give him because he's maxed out. So we have some tricks for that, okay? We know how to make that balance out, and when you go to the banks, you're looking more favorable. And my quote unquote, my favorable famous quote that I want to make famous: are you fundable, right? And so that would make you fundable, having a very low credit debt ratio, having a 700 credit score plus, and then again, the biggest piece is your payment history, right? And the things that's on your credit, the credit criteria, now having no negative items, no 30-day lates. Like I tell people, guys, look, if you're going to be late on your bills, okay, you're going to be late. But look, don't be 30 days late, okay? Just don't do that, because that's the 30-day lates on your credit will hurt you. You want to see your credit score go down 30, 40 points? Quick, miss a 30-day payment. Be late 30 days on a payment, and I guarantee you'll see what happens, okay? Make a call, see what you can do. If you're going to be over 30, do something in preventive maintenance and call those people and say, hey, look, this is what's going on. Can you put it to the back or something? Okay. Don't get a 30-day late. That will really hurt you guys. I've seen that all the time. And, we do have letters that can combat that if it's not too many. You can call us if you got some 30-day late, somebody got behind. I mean, life happens. But at the end of the day, when you want to go get funding, money, an investment from the bank, you can't have this, okay? But at the end of the day, guys, they definitely want to see stuff like house payments, what we call primary lines, like house payments. But people out there should know, and I'm quite sure maybe some people have already heard, you can actually get your payment history that you paid in rent on your credit. So guys out there that's, been pretty good, where you're renting at, you've been there for 3 or 4 or 5 years. But then let's show you guys how we can report that on your credit. I mean, even if you're paying rent, but still, hey, if they're going to give you some good rental history, that's great, guys. Definitely if you're trying to buy a home, right? So we definitely have, a credit expert and a mortgage loan officer that works for us that can show you how to make that work. Okay. Mary Brulettes is excellent. She helps people all the time, hundreds of people a year to get into homes and be favorable and show them what they need, how they need to look, and, and take you through the whole, the whole path of owning your home. Okay. So with that being said, guys, what I'm meaning leverage is that right now, a lot of cash flow, people like to have cash flow. Banks like cash flow. I like cash flow, right? But at the end of the day, though that green stuff is the stuff that you're going out here and you're doing your day-to-day stuff. You're doing your day-to-day stuff, right? A lot of people like usually more so using cash. A lot of people like those, just want to use their cards because they know the advantage of using a card is reflecting on their credit, is showing the banks and the other institutions how to manage your credit. And then at the end of the day, if you do it for 3 or 4 months, guess what? They're going to give you a credit increase on the card or on the line of credit, So you're actually getting rewarded and you're not even using your own money. You see what I'm saying? You're just managing it, guys. So what I'm meaning is leveraging your credit is always understanding how to go out and use your everyday things that you do and pay on. But a debit card is no. Okay, it's like a passport that's going to be ran out tomorrow. Like, what's it worth? It's like oh man, no, dude. Like, no, and I'm just being sarcastic, but I'm being honest with you guys. I want you guys to understand that because I want you guys to start not being so scared of credit cards. Now, I understand people don't like debt, so that's why I mean leverage, guys. Nobody out here telling you to go out and go and get $30,000, $40,000 in debt. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you got good credit and you a good steward of credit, you should be compensated and rewarded. Just like I'm a veteran, right? I'm a veteran. I was in the Desert Storm War for years. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, I'm okay. I'm okay. Man, listen, when I started going and listening to those guys that was in the Navy with me and they getting $4,000 or $5,000 because they said, oh, well, there's something wrong with my knee. You should have seen how quick I was in that VA line. So, but you reward yourself, guys. This is part of, you want to call it the game. You want to be open-minded to how you can go out here and do some things with credit, guys, because for one, it's going to reflect for you. It's also going to reflect for your kids, because guess what? If you got good credit, do you know that you can put your kid on that credit card and they'll get your credit? You see how that credit works for people. It works for your whole household. You see? And then understanding as well, definitely people working from home, definitely with people with businesses. Call us, guys, and let us show you how you can start making these, you pay for the Jordans, you pay for stuff for the kids, the iPods and all this stuff. Let this stuff be a business tax write-off. Those iPods could be a business expense, because your son could be doing your social media for you. He could be a 1099 working for you. That you could be getting that money back. You see what I'm saying? Just set it up appropriately and run your machine like a business, and you're going to get rewarded as a business. Just like with these people out here getting all this money from the government. Well, they're getting rewarded, guys, because they took a chance of running their life as a business. This is the new phase of leveraging yourself. You are the credit, you see? But if you don't look upon yourself and put yourself in that credit status, and I'm talking literal terms, guys. I can go and get technical and talk of that, but I don't like losing people. I like for people to get something out of what I'm talking about, because you go too far, like Marvin, you were talking, but so I'm just really trying to keep it to a space that you can see what I'm talking about, guys. Okay, people working from home and all this stuff, and you own your home. Really look at, guys, at all those tax write-offs that you can get. It's over hundreds. Your gas, stuff that's going on with your car, that's helping you run your business. Ain't you got to go out and meet some people sometime? Ain't you got to run and go get paper sometime? I mean, just it's a lot of stuff, guys, that you can really be looking good at the end of the year when it comes tax time. And you can actually have a good cash flow because you got credit in your pocket. Credit in your life, right? So leveraging get a credit is being able to not only have to not use your money that you go out and work hard for. You can go out and perpetuate a 720, 730 credit score with some good stuff on it. And someone will give you a $20,000 card or a line of credit, and just understand the status of that and use it appropriately. We have people that, help people that understand how to maneuver and work with cards. Guys, I mean, it's people come my way, guys. And I mean, it's completely legal, but I mean, I got general contractors, guys, and people go out and get homes and investment properties, and they go out and liquidate their cards. I mean, you liquidate the house, you can liquidate your car. As long as you're paying them back, they don't care, right? You ever heard of that? You ever think if you had a $15,000 card, don't you think you can get $15,000 off the card? Sure you can, and I'm talking about doing it the right way. I'm talking about $15,000, I'm talking about not a cash advance, paying all those penalties. I'm talking about that good credit that you deserve with that 1-2% with that card. Oh, Marvin, you got to pay. Well, you're going to have to pay it back anyway. But there's a bigger risk that you can take, that you can say, well, guess what? I'm going to take $15,000 with this card, and I'm going to get cash flow now, right? Of course, you got to pay the 3% back, but guess what? You ain't got to pay it right back, right? You see what I'm saying? And then you're also putting it toward investment. I'm picking on real estate now, but once you procure the deal, get the stuff that's going to renovate the house, and once you flip the house, sell the house, then now you got the profit to pay the cash, to pay the card back down, right? So you never used your money, right? You flipped the house with the card, right? You see what I'm saying? Then when you got the money off the house, you paid it down. Then you go do it all over again, right? So I'm just being basic of how that you've like, well, how can I do this? You can do it. You just need to start getting your credit straight. Get you an LLC, Go out and see where you can go out in PG and get your startup business credit, get your unsecured lines of credit from a bank. We know the ones you need to go to. But guys, I'm here every day. But sometimes the credit card family, oh man, people, man, I don't want him to feel like if you're in your feelings over there, that's fine. I'm not in mine. Let me find out something. I'll pay you for your information. Think I won't. I will pay you. Bring me something valuable that I want to know. That's how we play. Ain't no trying to be personable and all that old. Nah, that ain't going to get you nowhere, guys. Let's be creative. Let's let that radar of creativity start swirling in our heads. Because, guys, what's going to happen these days that we're in, you're going to be left behind. You're going to be living like a dinosaur. So I'm just trying to get you guys to think creative with me. And, of course, I don't want anybody going out and doing stupid stuff. I'm telling you stuff that I see every day, guys, that's happening in front of my face, right? You see what I'm saying? I've seen 2 people come in here with an 800 credit score, and they walk out and 2 days later with almost $250,000 because they hit great credit. That's not their money. That's their credit. That's how much they can go get, $250,000 just because they hit an 800 credit score, guys. That's power, man. So why wouldn't you be minute or numb yourself to these type of things, guys? Because you're going to have to learn it. And if you don't learn it, don't you want your kids to learn it? Or don't you want to be a reflection of doing these things so your kids can learn it? And so because they're watching you, the way you roll and what you're doing from your day-to-day things. But at the end of the day, somebody got to start pioneering of learning and being able to benefit from who you are and what you have already. Because if you keep going out there, going from job to job to job, thinking that somebody's going to pay you $15, $20 an hour and you're going to take it to the next level, man, you're going to be old, decrepit, looking around, and tired, can't go anywhere. You don't want to live like that, guys. Get your credit established and get yourself in a paramount situation that you can roll that stuff into a whole lot of things that you want to invest in, guys. I'm not talking about going in debt. I ain't talking about going out here making no stupid decisions either. If you know what you want to do and you good at what you do, then why not invest in yourself? It's your credit. Use it. And I'm not talking about all that stuff back in the day, when we was young, everybody going out want to go get cars, and that's fine. Go get cars and rims and all. I'm not talking about that, guys. I'm talking about stuff that's going to make you revolving money and you can replicate something that you're good at and you can make a lot of cash flow and make good investments. That's what I'm talking about, guys. An ROI on your credit. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not into all that other stuff and just try, of course, if you got it out there, yeah, you go get those things. Like I was talking to Teresa last week. She went out and got the black switch. You got 300 clients, you can do stuff like that. But I'm talking about the people that that's just starting with, look at what's around you, guys. If you got your queen living with you, you got your kids living with you, let that stuff count. Don't let that just be your kid sitting over there playing videos all day. Put him to work. Even if he ain't working, put him to work. Put him on paper. You see what I'm saying? Let that stuff. The more, put it this way, the more value you put into who you are as a credible person, the more people are going to value, the more banks going to value. Because if you come and say, I got 2 or 3 people that 1099 and they all got your last name, the banks don't care about all of them being your kids. They work for you. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? That's your business. And that's literally would be your business. You can do that, guys. You can get those tax write-offs. You see, you can pay yourself out of your own company, right? So I'm a steward and always trying to put people to taking themselves to the next level, looking at themselves as business owners, looking at themselves as a business, their life in general as a business, and you can win. You can really win. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. You get in your feelings, want to, this Donald Trump era here, well, I really feel Donald Trump is in. You know who I think going to come in right behind him? I know y'all looking for Biden and all that. I'm just saying, you look for Donald Trump Senior, Junior coming up in there now. Okay. So oh my God. Well, even if it is, if it's not, I'm not getting into that. But what I'm trying to tell you, y'all remember when gas was 69 cents and people around my age, 99 cents. You ain't seen that no more, have you? Okay, then, well, that's what's going on with the economy. That's why I'm trying to tell you that the age of these debit cards and this dinosaur stuff, it's going to be gone. So you might as well get into the game now, coach. You see, you might as well know what's going on now, so you can be able to be a better person for yourself and your kids and the people around you, and be a better business partner. I love dealing with business partners that, hey, and I can tell, hey man, what's your EIN number? What's your and I ain't got to go, because if I got to go through a bunch of stuff, because I got to have somebody that's going to be on my level of where I'm thinking, because you're going to slow me up. You see what I'm saying? I got to have somebody that I can talk to, and we on the same team. Okay, man, look, I'll tell you what we're going to do, we're going to rotate this money, man, so we can make sure we got revenue stream coming. Because if I'm a DBA and you're a business, let's go ahead and keep this money flowing. I'll throw you $2 grand. You write me 10 grand. We're doing business anyway. Why not make ourselves trade lines for one another? You pay Verizon, you pay all these other people. You want that stuff on your credit. Leverage yourself. Leverage credit, guys. You are the credit, okay? These things goes on all the time. Most people in our communities and stuff like that don't know that. There is, since people remember back right before COVID, I was doing it, guys. I was what I'm calling this revenue funding. Yeah, it is a such thing as revenue funding. Yes, it is. Revenue funding is that if you go to a bank and you can show a bank that you're procuring a certain amount of money that's coming through your business account, right? And you can show them up to 3 months, they're going to give you at least 70, 80% of what you showed them over the whole total 3 months. So if you got 80 grand that's went to your account for the last 3 months, you might walk out that junk with 60,000. Yeah, because they see you're a good steward. The money is there. That's no brainer. They're looking at it, right? And that's their decision making. That's revenue funding. Banks either going to deal with your credibility, your cash flow, or your collateral. They're not in the game to lose. You got to show them. You want to go up and get from the 150,000, and I got my people that want to go get the $250,000 and all those bigger money. Well, you better be document ready. You better be able to know they're going to ask for that 4506, and they ain't talking about no extended tax. No, they ain't talking about no extension. They want to see your taxes for the last 2 years, right? They want to see your profit and loss sheet, right? They might want to even take a peek over your DNB, your Dun and Brad. Look at your Paydex score. See how you're paying your vendors for your business. Those are all extensions of who you are, right? So those are the things that I wanted to talk about today, guys. Leveraging your credit. A lot of people talk about, a lot of this and this and that. I bring it to the people because when I talk to people, I really discern and I listen to them. And so when I regurgitate stuff like this, I'm trying to say it to a way that make you think a little bit and be like, you know what? Wow. Okay. So that's how I can do it. Now, you might not even come back to me. You might go somewhere else, but that's fine because I want to plant seeds. I want you to grow. I want you to think. I don't want you to put yourself in a self-made prison. You got your hands on some money. You go out here doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay. See how you can leverage. Look what's around you, guys. You can change everything around you right now just by the way you think. Because you're thinking this way when you need to be thinking this way, ready to receive. If you do your work and you do your stewardship on your credit and your profile and you work hard, you go out there and you get yourself some good credit, they will reward you for it. And they supposed to. Okay? So we're talking grown folk now. We're not talking about going out here doing a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay? We're talking about business ownership. We're talking about business ethics. We're talking about integrity. We're talking about wanting to make you a legacy and open up maybe your nonprofit one day, living in purpose and building your dynasty for you and your kids. Because I'm telling you guys, out here in this world, that paycheck to paycheck stuff is it's going to really get funny. It's going to get funny. I've been there and done that. I got too many things to take care of and worry about to be living like that. So you need to learn this stuff. Okay. So what I wanted to do, guys, definitely funding credit. We're expanding. We're connecting all over with, looking at different opportunities all over the country. I'm going to be speaking in a few places. So Marvin is going to be on the road a little bit. But guys, what we do, we are giving opportunities for you guys that want to work with us. We just got this great, fabulous CRM system that does everything for you. We also going to have a piece of being able to do it yourself credit that works with our Serum system. So people out there that might want to take it on and do it from home, hey, they can't be that hard. Well, we got the packages that's coming up for you. So if you guys want to make some income and you say, hey man, I work in a company at Amazon, it's 500-600 people. I know 7 or 8 people that want to get their credit fixed and get this stuff going. I know a guy want to build a business right now, or he want to get funding for it. Well, you can get commissions with that, guys. Hit us up at info@funding-credit.com or go to funding-credit on the website and and hit the referral button. Hit us up, guys. We'd love to work with you. If you got some ideas, we'd love to either work with you or work for you. Okay. Either way it goes, I'm happy to work with anybody, man. This is a time we really got to turn our antennas up and get in tune to what's going on. The government, you can't play chess with them. You got to go in. You got to be ready. Okay. We don't know what's going to come in. This is the last quarter of the year. Everybody's now should be had their business extensions in and stuff like that for their taxes and stuff. Let's get ready to roll, guys. This is the time to turn it up. Think creative. You got it. Whatever you're good at, turn it into a business. Turn your kids into the employees. You be the employer. Create your own dynasty. Control it, guys. If you don't know, go around to somebody that does. I do. I got mentors all the time. I go to people, Osceola Thomas, big ups to you, man. Great friend and mentor of mine. What's up, TV? Doggy? Alicia Spivey, excellent. Check her out. It's a lot. Larry Cabrera, Morgan Stanley, big, one of the number 2 wealth advisors out there, people that's making a few coins, or you want to make up a few coins, he can definitely put you in the place you need to be. We're looking at definitely understanding of with the trust and different things like that to be able to help when you get the stuff, you can keep it. Okay. It's all about protecting yourself, guys, economically as well, not only physically, but economically. Okay. Looking at it, we got a lot of good people that knows a lot of different great supplements and plans like this for insurance, for insuring your business and these bonds and things. So give us a call, guys. I definitely want to put this thing up here dealing with me and my guy. We definitely have a great platform that we got coming up here, flying out to LA, going to do a one-on-one with my business. Loves the plan. We want to see how we can blow this thing out the water, guys. God is showing up in so many ways, and I am grateful. That's why I'm out here pouring every week, guys. Running 3 businesses or 4 businesses now, and still have the time to go and take my time to talk to you guys. And if you guys got any questions out there, please hit us up. I got the link if somebody wants to read this magazine in the comment section. Just click on that link, go down, and definitely while you're down there, subscribe, guys. Hit me up. Give some brother some love, man. I'm showing you some love. I mean, whatever I know, I'm sharing it with you. Share back, and it don't hurt for you to share the button and and get this out to some people. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. But me and Beyonce dad, Matthew Knowles, want to give this guy big respect, man. He's really big about helping our future entrepreneurs, showing them how they can pretty much leverage their business and and take this thing to the next level. He's definitely, he prided himself with his daughter, making her a model to go out here and not only be a great entertainer, but be a great businesswoman. Okay. And, so I love to be able to working with people that, of course I've looked up to and always been a fan of Jay-Z's. So, man, I appreciate all the support from you guys. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. And, the people that want to rock with me, cool. The people that don't, that's fine. And because I'm rocking with you, because I'm going to keep coming on here and I'm going to keep loving on you until you block me or just don't want to hear from me no more. But this is what I'm doing, guys, and I want to bring this in the scope. You see this right here? You're like, Marvin, wow, this is fake money. Well, this is how, guys, to me, money is not even really real anyway, because I'm the money. But I look at this stuff sometimes, and I do like a mind project for me, and sometimes I look at this money. It's like about I think it's maybe about $5,000 in here, right? But sometime I'll take this money out and I'll lay it on my table and I'll just look at it and I'll say, okay, if I had $5,000 in real money, what would I go do right now? You know, and I have it, but the thing is I want to look at it because this is not real, but it is real when you make it real. Because when you're looking at this every day, guess what's going to show up? The real stuff. You see, you know, so this is a little bit of stuff that I do. As y'all see behind me with the Meta Marvin, I teach spiritual economics. This is God stuff, guys. Don't be sitting up here talking about, oh, Marvin over here. No, don't get spooky and start tripping. This is real deal, guys. This is programming your mind to think differently. Okay. So when you quit thinking of yourself as a $5,000 guy and you'll be thinking yourself as a $20,000 guy, or you'll quit thinking yourself as making $500 a week and you start making $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 a week. Okay. So check me out over there, of course, metamarvin.com, guys. If you want to sit down and get into some of that, I can definitely show you on Awaken That Millionaire in You. It's a lot of stuff that I sit and I watch and I keep my mind set, framed to, you know, take it to the next level and be fearless, guys. And that's what I want with you, with the right information and the right advice and direction and mentorship. You can't lose. This is Funding Credit. This is the Funding CEO, Meta Marvin. And this is what we're doing, guys. You know, definitely visit the website, guys. Definitely hit the subscribe button, share this stuff. Definitely hit the link, guys. They did a pretty good write-up with me in the magazine. Big ups to Coretta with the Communicate magazine out of Paris. She's doing this stuff internationally. She's hooking me up, putting me with a lot of explosive big people. I appreciate the energy. Thank you, guys. And we'll talk to you next week. This is Meta Marvin, a.k.a. Funding CEO. What you seeking is seeking you. Peace.